Welcome back to MBE. It's Sunday in Mooresville, North Carolina. Sunday night, that is. So I like to come in over the weekends. This is the glory part of the job. So I'll do valve prints on the weekends. I'll do them, after work during the week, and some mornings before 8 o'clock. The reason why I do that, you need to concentrate when you do valve prints. So you can see here's just a random exhaust print right here. This is for the Big 9. Has your overall length, valve size, 2-degree hub here. But we'll get into that another time. And then when we're finished, we have this. And then we get an approval from Victory, let's say, or whoever it might be. And then we go over and then we make sure that all this is correct the way they did it. 10 degree, 32, 47, 55 up here. Make sure it's got a dish face, what the rim size is going to be, and so on and so on. But that's enough about that, because you will get very bored with valve prints. So let's go out in the shop. We got machines are shut down. The 5-axes are shut down. They're done working for the day. The best part about those, they put out a lot of heat and keep it nice and warm in here. So we've got big 9 manifolds going. So these are set up for 2-300, or basically they're for like 10-200 to 10-300, the way they sit now. But what we do is we make a spacer for it. And the spacer goes on here, and now you can run a 10-4 with it. And when you put it on, because it's exact to the flange, you can't tell that you're in a spacer plate. The reason why we have to do them that way is because the metal only comes in, the aluminum only comes in certain size plate. So if I go to the next one, the plate's going to be about 40 more pounds, and that's more money, and then these things get more and more expensive. So we have to use some common sense. And then we are doing a 9/8 for this. We have orders for 3 of them already, so we're doing a version for the 9/8 deck. So just keep that in mind, truck pullers. I would say we should be finished with that in 16 weeks. We will have that finished, because there's too many people wanting it, because it's been such a drastic difference from us porting the Edelbrocks. I tell you, we put a lot of effort in porting the Edelbrocks, because the head's only going to be as good as the manifold is, but this takes care of all of that. And then, as you can see, just things going, big 9s, 18-degree conventionals, billet small block Chevys. There's some billet Fords in the other room we'll look at. And then we got more small block Ford John from CID castings there. Most of that stuff's spoken for. We got an intake manifold here. This is for Damon Merchant. So he's a street outlaw guy. He's building a motor he's building a Big 9 motor with the Pro Charger, and he's also building an 18-degree conventional. So he's going to have both. We noticed when the fuel rail came in that it was small for the power that he's going to make. So he needs something like this. So you can see the difference in the size. So we're going to go from a 10 to a 12 to make sure it's got enough fuel for the power that he's going to make. So we'll have all that finished. But that's one thing about coming here. If we can help and we see something that's not correct, we'll bring it up, because we want it to run good. If you guys don't run fast, we do not sell product. So it's very, very, very important. Sorry, babes. And then just a used set of billets here, getting a manifold finished and serviced and things like that. Normal stuff, big 9s. This is our CID LS7 head. That's becoming more and more popular. It's a more cost-effective way for an LS7 type cylinder head, which is much, much better than a GM casting, much, much better than the Brodex version we do. It's significantly better. So this is a cost-effective way to make a lot of power. Something like this NA, if built properly, should make 950 if done by the proper engine builder. And then 18s, big 9s. These guys are mocking them up for Valley Tray. We went and updated our anti-detow chamber in the big 9s. So, like everything, we're always updating. And then we'll come back here. And then we have, this is a set of 14, so all this stuff is just, comes in, we go through it, we put build sheets on it and things like this. But here's a customer, they have a This is a roots blower. Pretty cool, but it's on a 14-degree set of Big Chiefs. And they came in, and then we noticed, well, from here, we're going to put receiver grooves in for them, things like that. But well, the first thing I noticed, it doesn't have a soft chamber. So it has all this quench right here. So we're going to add soft chambers to it. That will really help the tune up. It'll make it so it doesn't detonate. And he's going to make more power, and it'll be safer. So if we see something, we want to try and help. So that's an instance. Once these are cleaned, soft chamber, we'll valve job them, deck them, soft chambers, and receiver grooves, and put them together and ship them out. And then we got over here, because we're staying ahead on the manufacturing part. For us, we're doing real well with that. But just like everything else, this is all customers' finished cylinder heads. There's 2 rooms of these, so there's approximately 40 sets waiting on parts. But we have everything finished. The manifolds are finished. The cylinder heads are finished. The valley trees are finished. But we're getting there. Hey, we're keeping up on our end. I can only handle what I can only take care of what I can take care of, so we do our best there. Like I say, the vendors are doing their best. That's all we can ask for. Here's a billet. This is the billet small block Fords. What we're going to do, though, for the just another example, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You can't sit on your ass and expect to do well in anything. And I promise you, in this business, you can't. You will not last long. So it's difficult, but I don't know. It's challenging, but that's what makes it fun. Okay. But this casting right here, this is John from CID's small block Ford casting. But because we get these raw without spring pockets, spark plugs, we don't get them with anything in them. So we machine all this in here, spring pockets, you name it. We put it all in, all the rocker gear and everything. We're going to take this brand new intake port that we've done for this, and we're going to put it. We're going to put it in this casting. So we're going to have an 8-degree valve angle, 500 CFM for the normally aspirated guys. This is going in this casting right here. So pretty excited about that. For the NA guys, it's going to be a great thing where you don't have to buy a billet head, still make the same power as the billet head, and have something that's going to be about $4,000 to $5,000 less. Because now these are at $13,000, and this is going to be right around $7,000 bare. So it's a significant amount less money, and personally I think it'll be just as good or better because it's going to have more water in it, and water is your friend, especially in NA. So that's exciting. So we've already mocked all that up. We put it all in the CAD. We had to move some things around, but that we can do. So that's pretty exciting. So that's a new product. And then just everything else that's here. There's the billet stuff. There's the valve covers for the Fords. So these are always gorgeous. So we either anodize or powder coat them. The dovetail O-ring, meaning that when you push the O-ring in, it can't come out. So that's always nice. And then from here, there's another set waiting to be valve jobbed here. This is a set of, well, I'm not sure if it's 13s. No, that's 10s. These are a set of 10s. And then everything else, and that's pretty much it. That's this week at MBE. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great night.